From their mouths to your ears, this is Gaming on Thrones with Phil, Saul, and Rick.
Thank you for tuning in to Gaming on Thrones, part of the Rated M Gaming Network. Today is Sunday, January 4th. I'm your host, Phil, and introducing my podcast cohorts, Saul Cuellar.
Jello, I'm here to play.
And Richard Lamoureux.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
How was your New Year's?
Intoxicating.
Intoxicating.
Good.
Wasted.
Wait, both of you?
Yes.
Man.
Not really. I know Saul went out and had a good time. I just hung out at the house and played Destiny, actually.
I
Drank
remember
some beers.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
And now it's all over for you.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about that in a couple minutes.
Yeah, and I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can't wait for 2 weeks from now when you're like, fuck this shit sucks. Okay, Rick, that goes right into our first segment, is what you've been playing. So you've been playing in Destiny.
Yeah, man, I've been playing a lot of Destiny, actually. For a few days I've just been busy the last few days. So I haven't been on too much. But for like a good solid 3 days, I was on there for a couple hours a day. So I'm back into it again. What happened was, my buddy just got a PS4 for Christmas, and he was like, hey, let's fucking play some video games. I never get to play video games with anybody. So I got on there, we were playing Destiny, and I was like, I was helping him level up, just because I'm like, yo, honestly, dude, nothing before level 20 counts, so don't even worry about it. So we were just running. I mean, it was nice and easy because I was like level 22, and he was, like we're doing like level 7 missions or whatever. And all of a sudden, I was just killing like the little fucking shitty guys, and a purple fell on the ground. And I was like, what?
Loot drops don't change, bro.
Yeah, and then I was like, so is the guy still going to be a cocksucker when I bring it to him and give me like a blue or something from it? But then I remember they said if it's a fucking purple, it gives you a legendary no matter what. And I got super excited.
Or it gives you like
mode light or something.
Shaders. Yeah. So I showed up. The guy wasn't an asshole. Gave me my first legendary. Got some nice arms, and that was cool. And then the next night, actually, I got on with Saul at like 12:30 at night just to run real quick. We did one mission, and I got another legendary.
Sweet.
So it's all just spiraled out of control for me again. So now I got the itch now.
Yeah.
So,
well, when you get those drops, it's exciting. You want to keep pushing forward.
Yeah. And so I've been doing that, and I've been playing a little bit as Civilization Beyond Earth. I bought it the last day of the Steam sale. I was trying to hold out for a better deal, but I guess 40% off was as good as I was going to get.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's only like 2 months old, so it's not that bad. But if you like Civ, it's Civ in outer space is what it is, really. I mean, it's the same thing. Except there's like little questions in it now. Instead of just having so open, they put like little, do this and you get a reward, do this and you get a reward. So it kind of a little more focused than I guess Civ 5 was. But it's neat. I got to get used to it. It's still it doesn't have that draw to me yet. Like like Gandhi. I know Gandhi is going to be an asshole. And I got to fight that guy. Like I knew that every time. I don't really know who these people are yet, so I got to figure them out. But
so Gandhi was an asshole.
Gandhi was always an asshole. For being the most peaceful guy on earth, he'd be like, I'm going to nuke you. I'm taking you. And you're like, whoa, dude, what happened? I was on like trying to trade like spices with you, bro. And now you're talking about nuking me?
Trying to give him some bad spices, bro.
Yeah,
don't play.
So, dude, but I've been doing that. It's been pretty neat. And that's what I've been doing. Yay.
Sweet. So?
The only game that I've played recently that is not Destiny is Halo 5, and that's with and without you. Time that I played it without you, I would get stuck in matchmaking after somebody leaves a game. And then after that, it took us forever to get into a game, and then it took us even more time to stay in a game because it kept booting you. And I do understand that it is, I would say, an alpha. It's not a beta. It is not a beta. It is an alpha because I think even some of the characters aren't even rendered on some of like the intro and outro screens.
Yeah, no.
It's cool that you are giving us a peek at it. And it's cool that you're giving us a peek at it now to work on all this networking stuff. So I appreciate that. But it definitely has a lot of things that need work. So I'm not even going to trash it because there's an alpha. And, that's good that they're doing what they're doing now because it needs a lot of work. A lot of work.
We're going to talk about the gameplay this episode, so that'll be perfect.
Yeah. But that's what I've been playing.
Okay, and then obviously Destiny as
Oh,
well.
always Destiny.
Okay, well, I have not played Destiny in close to a month.
Woo!
So it's kind of weird. It's one of those things. It's like I know once I start it up, like Rick, I'll be hooked.
Yeah.
For weeks.
Yeah.
But I have a level 29 and a little bit 27, and I'm almost at 30 with my 29 because I got all the new stuff, and my lucky raspberry was upgraded to the new shit or whatever. Because once you get to that point, you got to grind again. So we had this conversation, and I have a backlog, and I just wasn't in the mood.
You want to play new games, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't in the mood for grinding. It's okay. It's all right. I mean, I still like Destiny. I'm still going to play it and all that good stuff, but I have not. I have been playing the shit out of Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah, dude.
That game
right?
rules so hard.
Yeah, that game's fucking awesome, dude.
And what was funny is I started to kind of lull me to sleep, and then I had to fight like the archdemon dragon dude, and hit whatever the guy's name is. I can't remember his name. That scene was so epic. And then
was it the one where at the first town that you're in? Is that the
one? Like at Haven.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't far in the game at all. I've just been playing hours and hours of it, just doing a lot of the side quests and all that jazz. So when that actually happened, and then I was, because I was kind of like, oh, this game's kind of starting to get one of those, you're doing all the side quests, just a lot of hours. It was kind of lulling me to sleep, and then that happened. Now I'm like totally back in. Everything's great. I'm up in the new castle. The Inquisition's rocking.
Yeah.
Everything's going good. And then I've been playing the Halo 5 alpha beta as well. And that game's awesome. And we'll talk about that. That's it. Other than that, some Master Chief collection here and there, but that game still pisses me off. So, yeah. But we all know what's going on with that.
Hey, Saul, what did you think of GTA 5 so far? You played it at all?
I've played it a little bit, like the one time. I like punching bitches in the face.
Standard Grand Theft Auto stuff.
The strip club was pretty dope, going in there and seeing some tatties, and then shooting all the strippers and all the bouncers. That was cool. I'm having like difficulties driving, but I guess that comes within time. If enough playing the game enough, you'll learn how to drive and everything like that. But it's a cool game. I haven't really gotten into it that much because I've been playing Destiny and stuff like that. But I like it. It's cool.
Awesome. Well, guys, I know there's not much, but it's time for the news of the week.
Whoa, that was evil news.
Yes, I'll just laugh. He's
because my answer.
He went Vincent Price on it.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go first then. Okay, there's a few things I got to talk about. Steam client just updated on January 2nd, and now it gives you a FPS counter that you can put on in the nice little corner of your game when you're playing it. It's optional. You can turn it off or on if you want. But we all know that, the meathead freaking PC guys are always like, you need to have that FPS counter. You got to know how good FPSs you're getting, or else what's the point, right?
You're a meathead.
I was going to say, so there's non-meathead PC guys?
Yeah, that's you.
What are you talking about, bro? Get out of here. Dude, I'm just telling. I love Destiny, bro. What are you talking about? I don't play.
Oh, now you switching teams.
Yeah.
No, whatever.
You had to get the little feather thing out and get all the dust out of the freaking PlayStation.
No, yeah. Grand Theft Auto 5 is releasing January 27th on the PC, and they have confirmed that it will have mod support. So it's cool because Grand Theft Auto 4 on the PC with all these mods people are doing looks better than any game you can buy nowadays.
Yeah, I'm thinking about returning my PS4 version and getting a PC version, or just legging it off the internet.
Yeah, it's gonna have that. Yeah, no shit. It's gonna have that nice movie maker in it and everything. Nvidia is releasing a mid-tier graphics card this month. It's gonna be the what is it? The GTX 960. Should be around $180, and it's gonna have 2 gigs video RAM, a bunch of other teraflops and shit.
Saul has a question for you.
Go ahead, buddy.
Does it play Crysis? Does it run Crysis?
It will run Crysis.
It won't run Crysis at the top.
No, definitely not tippy. But it's not bad for $170. It's comparable to a lot of other graphics cards. And There is a posting on an online retailer of Destiny being released March 2015 on Steam.
Whoa!
Wow.
Really?
Yes, it looks legit. However, it's not been confirmed or denied, but that's the word on the street is March 2015.
Could you fathom?
Could I fathom? Now you're going to have to hear about it from me.
So now the PlayStation will be dusty again.
Yeah. But and one more thing, just on a side note, I just posted this to the group. A fan is remaking Super Mario 64 on the PC and updating all the graphics and everything, and it looks pretty nice. There's a nice video on the page. So if you like Super Mario 64, check out the video. It's going to be free because he's not allowed to charge for it. So there you go.
Yes, that he would get in trouble for that.
Yeah, but there you go. That's my news. Looks pretty cool.
Awesome. Saul.
I have no news.
But isn't no news good news?
That's right.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Could be.
Yeah.
So I've got a few things here. The Xbox One promo price actually ended yesterday.
Oh.
So it's going to go back up to $400 for your bundle, your Xbox without Kinect.
Wow.
It was a good deal while it lasted. They did really well. They sold lots of units. So that was good. Good move, Microsoft. On the other hand, founder and Xbox Live designer of the Xbox One leaves Microsoft. So I don't know what his future plans are, but maybe the Xbox One party issues will be fixed.
Damn.
So that could be good news, could be bad news. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Also, basically there was an article in Digital Foundry talking about the Xbox One and its latest SDK. Developers may be able to access 50 to 80% of a 7th core. Each, the PlayStation and the Xbox, both have 8 cores, and 2 were supposed to be specific for UI.
Yeah.
But now kind of Xbox and Microsoft are trying to release some of that 7th core for developers to use for some of the power and just kind of get the parity with the PS4 as far as the graphics go.
Them pixels, dog.
Them P's.
Yep.
And them rates. I don't know. I'm kind of, as I posted in the group, I'm kind of wishy-washy about this. I like it if it doesn't hurt the way...
There's drawbacks.
It does.
There is drawbacks.
In this article, it does say the extra power comes at a cost. Games can't use custom voice commands, and some functions of the Kinect 2.0 sensor are disabled. Accessing the 7th core also is risky because system-related voice commands can take up half of its capability. So overriding whatever else has been assigned there.
And I'm predicting a ring.
You're predicting a ring.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Is there even a ring on the new Xbox?
there isn't.
Oh.
There's an X.
There is an X. Maybe the
Does
X
it
turns
glow
red.
red? That would suck,
I don't
wouldn't it?
know.
I don't know. I don't see them rushing to do this. This is just in development. It's leaked. It's not. It's kind of a rumor at this point.
Yeah,
It's
I
not,
mean, what could go wrong? It's Microsoft.
Yeah.
I just hope what they do is if they decide to do this and they want to release more power, that's fine. Make sure all the core functions work. If you release more power and I lose my snap functionality or my record that doesn't work correctly, then I'm going to be pissed because then why did I buy an Xbox? As me and Rick were talking earlier before the show, I think gamers have kind of moved on. Maybe some haven't. They're still left behind, but I think we've all moved on from, what PlayStation can do that Xbox can't. I think we all just understand, okay, Xbox is what it is here, PlayStation's over here, and it does what it can do, right? I think we're kind of past that point, and I like it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see the things that the Xbox does well and differently from the PlayStation. I don't want to see that harm, because then what the fuck's the point of having those functions at all, or the Kinect at all, for that matter.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was just a little little bit of news there for you.
Did you know that I think that they are no longer supporting the old Kinect on Windows anymore? They're no longer doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, Microsoft just wants you to buy all their new shit.
Yep. It's $200 for the Kinect.
For the new one, right?
For Windows?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was $150.
Mm-mm.
I mean, they're saying that DirectX 12 isn't going to be supported in anything but Windows 8 and 10, so I got to get Windows freaking 8 now. Well, I'm probably going to skip 8 and go to 10, to be honest with you. But
Hey, I'll get
Yeah,
it.
8.1's pretty solid from
I'll
what
get it.
I've heard. But yeah, anyways, there's that.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know how many PC guys use that 1.0.
I don't know. I don't like. I
think-
got Windows 7.
I think a lot of people that do like kind of like what Rick posted, where the guy does that all those PS3s for all those different technologies.
Yeah.
I think people still use them those ways. I know that they use a lot of Kinects from the last generation in South Korea to actually put inside the woods so that people can't sneak from the north to the south. So a lot of people do use it because it's cheap. It's cheap tech that does a lot
Yeah.
of things. So
Yeah.
that's kind of big.
What the discovering, like finding black holes and shit with the PlayStation.
Yeah, but instead of doing that, they use like the Kinect and they
Oh,
place
yeah,
them
yeah.
in areas in the woods so that people can't sneak in from North Korea to South Korea.
Hey, the Kinect has stopped robberies at homes before, so Kinect is a powerful tool, my friends.
Oh, you know what Destiny fucking did to me? Because like I've been playing it. But the goddamn
Why don't you enlighten us, Rick?
the goddamn thumbsticks on the PlayStation controller fucking suck. Like the rubber's coming off of them, so I got to buy the
yeah.
ones on Amazon. from the
That's
Xbox.
what happened to my Scuff controller. Fucking $180 controller. And I'm playing the new Call of Duty and I'm meleeing and the thing just chips off. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the other one just chips off. I'm like, don't make shitty tops on the fucking analog sticks.
This
Yeah.
was a huge deal, actually. I think there was an article on Polygon a few months back about the PlayStation controllers, about how that's happening.
Yeah, so
That
people
was
are
actually a
buying.
big deal.
You can buy the thumbsticks on Amazon for like $5 from an Xbox, and they're the same size.
I just bought 6 of them. But they
Yo,
were
Mail-
actually for the Xbox because I use the Control Freaks that extend your analog sticks because
Jesus.
it's better for aiming and stuff like that. They're like $13, and that's what I
That's
usually use.
hardcore.
But I mean, these things are like fucking tanks. You ain't fucking with these things, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
So send me a couple of them, then, bro. You got
Yeah,
6.
I'll send you some. I don't care. I don't need that many.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
Well, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the Halo 5 came out, actually, because this is the first show of the year of 2015, and it's episode 25.
Hey.
So we had Halo 5 beta come out just after the last New Year's show we did. So I know, Rick, you haven't played it, but if you don't mind, me and Saul are going to chat it up a little bit about it and what we like, what we don't like, and, go from there.
All right, cool.
Have you watched any gameplay, Rick, at all?
Of Halo 5 Guardians?
Yes.
The beta? Yeah,
Yes.
I've watched a lot of it. There's a lot of good motherfuckers that can play that game, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I've
that's
watched
the
a ton
first
of it,
thing.
though. Yeah.
That's the first thing I'll say is I don't quite have my Halo legs underneath me yet, even with the Master Chief Collection, just because it hasn't worked and I haven't played that much of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the mode that works really well for me is SWAT, and that it's not the same because it's just one shot, one kill. So it's not the same kind of movement. Other than that, I am getting smoked. Like I'm now the last 2 days, I think I've been better. I've been over a 1.0 KD ratio, and I've actually been at the top of the group most of the time. But man, it took a while. And sometimes you go up against a team that I swear to God they're at Microsoft right now.
Wow.
Like I mean, just like the top 2 guys have like 20 something kills. It's ridiculous. And yeah, it's difficult, but I'll let Saul speak first, and then I'll kind of feed off what he says, because I'm sure a lot of the same stuff we're going to enjoy. So aside from the technical difficulties that it has, obviously with party and the matchmaking and stuff, when you get in the game, what do you like about it, Saul? Or just tell us what you think of it.
I like that you have to play team-oriented. I think like Advanced Warfare, Destiny, Titanfall, all the other games that you play right now that are first-person shooters aren't really team-oriented. Like, it's usually lone wolf, which I love, but kind of all the time I don't really love it. It's kind of cool. I need something to drag me into a game. With Call of Duty, it's Call of Duty. With Destiny, it's customization and, you know, actually playing the game, which really isn't a game, with your friends and stuff like that. Titanfall was the big mechs and stuff like that. That was awesome. And with Halo, it's kind of like the nostalgia and it's the teamwork. Is you have to play with a team on that game because you're just getting beat up if you don't.
Yeah, because the other team is, and you'll turn the corner and they're all sitting there like,
just running. I'm still getting used to the guns there. Like the ones that you get standard, I'm pretty good with that. But like the DMRs and stuff like that, it's like I got to get used to that because they don't really work like other. From what I've played, they don't pick up the same way. They don't run the same way. But they're cool. But I haven't got my feel for them. I haven't even messed with the sniper rifle yet because I want to get the DMR figured out first. The grenades, I mean, it's your basic grenade stuff. I don't think they're that great at grenades because now I'm used to just, you know, grenades that stick and like flash around. I'm used to grenades that like time. I'm used to grenades that you can bake. I'm used to ones that have lightning. I'm with tripwires. It's like, I think the ones that I've used so far are just kind of basic sticky and then just frag grenades, which I'm like, all right, I got to get used to, you know, basic
stuff.
stuff.
You got to get your Halo back. I mean, grenades are a big part of that game and bouncing them off walls and timing those. Yeah.
But when they work, it's awesome.
Yeah. Sticking them to your teammate by accident.
Killing both of you.
Gotta get used to that also, is that you can kill your own teammates.
Yeah.
I've not actually killed a teammate, but it does tell me that, like, hey, watch your fire.
Yep.
And it does kind of create issues because it looks like you're knocking his shield down when you're hitting him. So yeah, who knows? How about the mechanics too? Like, you know, it's the one complaint from your traditionalist is, oh my god, there's sprint and there's the boost, and I'm using that voice because I think those people are stupid, by the way.
I could climb up a box, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? You mean I could do things like a Spartan would do? That's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't think they're bad at all. I don't think anything's overpowered. I think the boosts are just right. You know, you're just a little boost, not boost, and you're across half the map like on Call of Duty. So I think, and they're timed also. I think, am I right? You can only do so many at a time. You can't just keep boost. I think it's like boost.
Yeah.
Boost.
And if you get shot and your shield is down and you're using those special abilities, your shield will not regenerate because you're using like the power of your...
See, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like you have to actually stop and kind of go behind a wall and like chill out to get your shield to actually come back. I didn't know that either until I was like, what the fuck is my shield not coming back? And I kind of looked it up, and yeah, if you're using those Spartan abilities, your shield won't regenerate because basically your suit is basically auxiliating the power to other places.
Which is cool.
Science.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you with the weapons. Like the DMR, I use the DMR all the time in Halo 4, pretty much every game mode.
Oh, it's awesome in there.
Yeah, it is a little different in Halo 5. It does feel a little bit different.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of getting used to it now, and they're actually, I don't know how long it's been since you played the alpha beta, but they've actually put in 2 new maps. They replaced some of the weapon drops too, so they replaced the first 2 maps with the different 2 maps, very similar to the kind of style.
Yeah.
But they're different, and they actually replaced some of the guns that drop in there. So like now you can get the Promethean weapons and stuff like that too.
I like what you said. Is they should have 2 different modes: the Halo 4 style mode and then the previous. So if you want to play customizable with guns and stuff like that, you can do it.
Yeah.
In that.
Yeah. Well, they have 2 modes now in the beta. There's a mode. Dang it, I forget what it's called. But it's basically you start at 4-on-4, and you're in a one setting that you saw a lot of in the gameplay videos, where it's like a training room, and it's basically if you die, you're done until the game's over, and it's first team to get 5 kills, like 5 team wins. So if you get killed, you're done until the round ends, and it's pretty quick because it's a small little room. But it actually is hardcore, man. Like the dudes that play that mode are good. I played a few times the other day, and I got a few kills, but So they added a new mode. They added new maps to the beta. I think that's cool if they cycle through a few different maps and a few different gun drops. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, so getting to what Saul was saying, a lot of people complained about Halo 4. I liked it. I actually think, Saul, you told me correctly that you liked it. It's just that Call of Duty came out and it was like you just didn't have a lot of time with it. But I liked the customization to it. There was a lot of armor customization. You earned things within the game, which I think Halo traditionalists hate. And I understand. I get it. But guys, Halo is 14 years old. We need something to keep the game fresh. And here's the thing. If you want to play Halo 1, guess what? Go fucking play it, because it's on the Xbox One now. Shut the fuck up. Let us enjoy 343 actually progressing and making this game
their game.
Damn good.
Their game. Because see, this is what happens, is when you keep pushing that same game, every generation it's going to die. And it died the last generation. Like, they played it, but they didn't play it like they did, past, because they kept the same shit.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that they made a horrible play by putting it a month before Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which was, if you ask a lot of people, one of the best Call of Duties that was made because just how it played. Mostly the streaks, the guns were perfectly balanced, and if people cried they weren't, they fixed it the next week. You can't go against that when you're like a new studio. This is like your first Halo, because the other ones were kind of like not really their first, right?
Right, yeah. I mean, it was Bungie, and then when Bungie did everything up until Reach, and then when Halo 4 came out, we were all I remember me and you were
awesome,
super excited about it, but it was the perfect storm because you went up against a great Call of Duty game, and what happened was people weren't used to Halo being that way, so a lot of people were turned off by it immediately, and it failed.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways that sucks, because I think if people would have stuck out with it a little bit more and give it more of a chance, I think it would have grown on people. And like Saul was saying, what I suggested was a couple of different modes, how you have your classic arena-style Halo match, where you start out with whatever map's specific guns there were. So if it's like Slayer battle rifles, you all start with battle rifles. If it's regular Slayer, you can all start with assaults and pistols. And then you pick your guns up throughout the map, like normal. But then they have another mode, which is more like Halo 4, where you can do custom loadouts. And play it that way. I don't think you could have like Slayer custom loadout, whatever you want to call it, custom Slayer or whatever, and boom, you have that
Slayer.
Kind of yeah, that guy's still there.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But just to kind of give everybody what they want. But again, I think Halo 5 so far within the beta, my impression of it is they've got a really nice mix. Because there's not really much customization to it right now, just because it's a beta. But I really love the ADS is so smooth and it's perfect. Aim down sights for all you who don't know what ADS is. It's beautiful. It works fluently and it feels natural, because every other friggin' first-person shooter has it. And they decided to put it in Halo. I know it turned a lot of people off, but guys, trust me, when you play it, it does not hinder you at all. It doesn't give anybody an unfair advantage, and it's barely ADS on your weapons that aren't really like battle rifles or DMRs or anything like that. It's basically like focused vision, if you want to call it that.
I just hope that they don't release it a month before again. Do what Destiny did. Release it, what was it, 2 months, 3 months beforehand? No, nothing. It's going to get eaten, because once again, Treyarch is making a new Call of Duty, and if they release it in October, it's going to get shit on.
Well, see, they're going
supposed to come out in November, right?
November, yeah. They're going to release it in November again.
Idiots.
I don't know.
Idiots.
Why are you so stupid?
I don't know.
It won't work till December, so I mean, you gotta fight 'em.
Wow.
That was great. I needed that because I was so angry. I was like, morons, or don't learn shit, and then you tell me that, and I'm like, what?
I want to agree with you, Saul, but then part of me wants to say that, they're different games and they have different crowds. But you're right, Halo needs to build that back up. Before I could say that was true. But after Halo 4, you're right. They need to build their audience back.
And think about it right now, all the shit that they are eating from this fucking release.
Yeah.
You know what? This is something that's kind of similar. right now they're making the movies, Batman vs Superman. They're gonna make it a big JLA movie, and they're gonna make Captain America not the Winter Soldier, the new one that's coming out, Civil War. Yeah. 2 big movies. Now, how it was gonna work was they were gonna be released on the same day.
Yep.
But DC was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. We're not going to be stupid, because not only is that going to eat away at our sales, it's going to eat away at their sales, and nobody's going to have a real stronghold on it. So we're going to postpone it a little bit longer and release it after. What's wrong with that? Like, is it really that much of a dick bigger contest?
No, it's not. I think it's
I think
more or less.
They're going to do fantastic, though. To be honest with you, that Batman versus Superman argument you had when you were a kid, it's like Freddy versus Jason, but not as shitty.
But I'm saying, you see these from the movie company who's been in the game a lot longer, that they realize that these are 2 big titles, and that they need to be given enough space so that one doesn't overshadow another.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I would like
and that happened with Halo 4.
Yeah, I would like to talk to, I'd actually like to talk to Podcast Evolved about that and see. They know a lot more about this stuff than I do, of why it has to be that November release date.
I know why, because they want to move units in Christmas. Well, then do what Bungie did, which is the real Halo, and release the shit in June. Real talk.
Shots fired.
They moved units. They made a game that worked.
Well, they did sell a lot over the holiday too, so I don't think that's too far out of reach.
Exactly. You got to figure it's going to come bundled with an Xbox too, and probably.
Well, they're already selling legendary editions that are $250 that you don't even know what you get with them.
Isn't that ridiculous? God, I hate when people do that.
They all do it. It's
pre-order
ridiculous.
Crazy like that.
I'm not pre-ordering anything, so
Call of Duty does that crap. Like, oh, we're gonna give you this remote control car. Oh, we're gonna give you just bullshit.
I want to say one thing before we move on about the Halo 5. So let me just say, Saul, you played it, so you hear all the new sound effects. Like the Spartans talk to each other. Which, could take it or leave it, but it's cool.
I like the game.
But the sound effects when you're running, you feel like you're a fucking Spartan. Like you hear your footsteps clanking on the ground, right?
That's big.
So, yeah, you feel heavy, you feel powerful, but at the same time, the movement allows you to feel like fleet of foot and quick, like a fucking Spartan should be, like just badass.
Yeah.
So I would like to point that out because that was actually a huge thing I was thinking about. Like, man, you hear your foot clanking on the ground. You can do that freaking shoulder charge and everything. But I can sprint, I can jump, I can not double jump, but I can climb if I'm near an edge.
You feel like you have weight being a 9-foot-tall robot-suited badass, you know?
Exactly, but you also feel like a robot-suited badass.
Yeah.
And the control settings are the best control settings I've ever seen in my life because they have so many options without actually getting into like changing buttons. And fish sticks, that's all I gotta say.
You like fish sticks?
Mm-hmm. Gay fish.
Gay fish. Yeah, so that was that's awesome. And we kind of had not really a request to talk about it, but on the community we kind of had something get brought up to us again that we've talked about, but it was a very long time ago. In fact, I think it was like our first or second episode of Gaming on Thrones, which was the Steam Machine argument, or not argument, but the Steam Machine conversation.
Yeah.
So let's hear what you guys have to say about that. Because
I'll let Rick go on that.
We talked about it at first, and I think the consensus was it's really cool. We like it, but we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. Well, here's what I like, and also the problem I have with it. Like the $550 one, the basic unit you can buy, the Alienware. That's the only one that's out so far. There's going to be a lot of other companies making Steam machines, but this is the first one. That's cool. That $550 thing, because you're buying a gaming PC, and it's going to outperform current gen consoles, not like by crazy amounts or anything, but it's still going to be able to run games a little better. And if you're into that, that's cool. And it comes with a controller. The Steam UI, the big picture, is really, it functions very well. It's just as functionable as like the PlayStation UI or the Xbox one. It doesn't have all the snap features and all that stuff, but still you can stream from it. Twitch, I mean, they have the integrated streaming service now and everything, so that's cool. But my problem is, if you're gonna go like, oh, I want to have a badass, powerful Steam machine, you're gonna end up paying like over $1,000 for it. And that's cool and that's fine, but you're losing the functionality of it being a PC at that point. So
Right.
you're buying a PC that can't do the PC things. Like with a Steam machine, all you can do is play games. I can't like get on there and like type a bunch of documents and shit though, if I needed to. Like,
Right.
but I can do both of those with my PC. So if you're gonna go and spend $1,100 on a Steam machine, just spend $1,100 and build a PC.
Yeah, that's where I find it to be a tough sell because I really don't see. I understand that it's going to have better performance than an Xbox One or a PlayStation, and I know the Steam Big Picture is pretty fluent and easy to use. But what I have an issue with is it's not familiar, and when you're so close in price like that, and I think your average now informed people like ourselves and the people maybe in our community. This may be something that they want to actually look into and research deeper, which is awesome. But for your average household who's looking for a gaming console,
Yeah.
it's a really tough sell because first of all they don't know what it is. There's really been zero advertisement outside of the internet circles, and it's tough. Like, you're going to say, okay, so now I have to spend $150 more. And what am I getting? A slight performance boost? Like in what? Like I don't know what that is. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And I just think that's where it's tough. And then for people that are in the know, you want to go for the bigger machine, and then it almost doesn't make sense. You just build a PC.
Well, but here's where I'm kind of pro it, because you're going to spend an extra $100 on the Steam machine, or it's extra $150 from the Xbox PS4 comparison. But you're going to make that money up with like 5 games that you buy. Because if you get it any time around summer or winter,
Right.
all your games are going to be 50% off. So, I mean, you're already saving that money. So, I mean, it makes sense for people that are a big fan of Steam. And that's the big selling point, is it's Steam.
Yeah, I think if you're but again, I think that's one of those things that you've got to be in the know and know what Steam sales are and know what Steam is, and that's, I'm sorry, but outside of the gamer community, Steam is, what is that? Right? I mean, it's still relatively unknown. It's getting big, and it's
8 million people were logged on
Yeah,
it last
I
week
mean,
at one time.
it's definitely I love it. We all love it. It's just it's hard to sell for the living room.
Yeah.
And that's my only, and I'm pro it. I mean, obviously, as many game machines out there as you can make. But it's just a hard sell for me, and I think that someone that is, wanting to purchase it, maybe they were wanting to start to build a gaming PC. It might be a good shot for them if they don't want an Xbox or a PlayStation. And then I think the only other problem is you run into that exclusive, where you're not getting the console exclusive that so many people kind of grown up with now, and that that's the tough part.
Yeah, I get it, but like I think it's more of like Steam machines are for not people that are entering the market. They're for people that have
Sure.
PCs and just don't feel like having one in the living room. You can buy a really cheap one, and because of Steam, you can stream from a really good PC in your bedroom.
Yeah.
So like that's another cool feature. Like if I bought that cheap Steam machine, I'd be able to have my 1080p 60 FPS on any game because my PC is powerful enough to do it. I just have to make sure my internet doesn't suck. You know what I mean?
And
'Cause
there's your sign.
Yep, because it streams over the Wi-Fi. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean they're really cool machines, and I hope it makes progress because it's only going to create another competitor out there for Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo, which is only a good thing. So yeah, Saul, is there anything you'd like to add to that, or anything that you saw that might be different?
I honestly, it's like it's the same argument, except for me. I'm on I want to build my own because I can build it better. But like I said on the forum, not everybody knows how to do that. Not everybody knows someone who knows how to do that. So It's
Sure.
kind of like, oh man, I want to buy this new car. It's overpriced, and then some guy, is like, man, you can build yourself a blah blah blah. All you need is blah blah. So that's my argument, and I know how stupid that looks. So but that's it.
No,
I think it looks cool though. The machine, it's small and it's very
Yeah.
functioning.
Oh yeah.
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 I'm gonna wonder how the controller is gonna be.
It's an Xbox controller.
Yep. Xbox controller.
Oh,
They gave up on that other crap.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And then I know it'll have keyboard mouse support, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as I
hope.
go, like most games that you would expect a controller support to be there is there. So
Yeah.
got that. I mean, Xbox controller works fine on half the games I play. And then, like Civilization, you don't want a controller for that shit. So you just go back to the keyboard and mouse.
Yep. Awesome. Well,
Nice having those options. You know what I mean?
that is our thought on the Steam machines, people. So I hope you really understood everything we said there.
I hope you didn't.
If you have any conversation, or I'm sorry, any questions further, please address them all to Rick, because
Yes.
he is the smartest person in the group.
Any pictures of girlfriends that you needed, say that bikini looks good, you can forward those to me.
Yes, indeed. Also, Saul does not really condone pirating video games off the internet.
No, why would you do that?
Public service announcement.
Damn, that's
So-
I actually saw something. They had the Far Cry 4 on a torrent site, and it came with the dual core fix that Ubisoft couldn't even figure out.
Oh my
The
God.
people that uploaded up there fixed the
Don't mess with torrents. I tell you right now, you mess with those torrents, you get sued. You get sued
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, I don't fuck around with
It's
those.
not worth it. I'll tell you that right now. I don't fuck with torrents unless it's something that's like, because like actual websites will use torrents to upload stuff. So I'll do that. Like if it's sponsored by them, I'm fine with that.
Sure.
But no, honestly, like torrents, don't mess with them.
Nope.
Get sued quick.
Get yourself in trouble.
It's not
Don't
worth it.
do it. It's not worth it, kids.
No sense.
So really quick, before we wrap up the show, let's talk about the Destiny leak that came out this week. So DLC called Comet, 12 new story missions, 3 strikes, 1 raid, 1 patrol, 1 public event, 3 new subclasses, and the increase of base level to 30.
Nothing confirmed.
Nothing is confirmed. Absolutely nothing. It
And the
was just an
photo
image.
that's used is so crappy.
It's just an image, people. We don't know what's going
Yeah.
on.
Sounds
one
cool
thing-
though.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I'm all for stuff. I mean, Destiny needs the content, so
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for that. So yeah, bring it on. I mean, what I'm upset about is how much it's going to cost, because I really felt like the $35 I paid for the DLC for the two DLCs was a bit much.
Yeah, that's my problem, because I was playing with my buddies and they were like, "Dude, you don't have the new DLC?" And I asked them what's in it, and they were like, "It was like $20 for like 3 missions." And I'm like, "Whoa!"
Really, what you want it for is the raid. I mean, honestly, that's it. That's really it, because you do get stuff in the story missions. Like everybody that finished the actual campaign missions got a new gun that drops for everybody in it, and it is pretty badass. But other than that, you're basically grinding the same shit over and over again to up your armor levels and stuff, and to get your light level to 32.
New gear.
And the only way you could do that is do the raid and get the raid gear. And the only way you can upgrade the raid gear is to continue to do the raid to get the raid materials that are only in the raid.
So they're charging you like $20 for Who Gives a Shit DLC, but we're giving you more gear. So you're paying money for gear now. Is basically what's happening.
Basically a
Which you can
microtransaction.
still get the gear without getting the DLC.
Yeah.
Yes, to get
But-
you to 31.
Yeah,
But
but if you want to do 32, then yeah, I think you do have to do the raid, right?
But is the
Yes.
Comet is going to be like not included in that DLC deal, the $34 one?
See, we don't know. I mean, first
It's
of
all
all,
hearsay.
it's a rumor. Second of all, I'm hoping it is, because I would have a hard time. I'm not saying I wouldn't, because I do love the game, but I would have a hard time shelling that out blindly like I did the first two,
Mhm.
because I have, everybody knows I have a kid. It's hard for me to do a raid, and so when I can get in the raid, it's lucky and it's fun. But what the problem is now I can only get the raid armor in the raid, and I never got raid armor from the first fucking raid. I was screwed every time, and I did it like 5 or 6 times.
Oh,
And the problem is, now when you do the raid and you get the raid armor in this new one,
yeah.
you used to be able to get the raid armor and then use the same upgrade materials. You'd have to grind for them, but when you got them, you could upgrade your raid armor. Now they limited all the upgrade materials to what's in the raid, so you can't even upgrade that shit unless you do the raid multiple times. It's just it's tough, man. Like that's tough, because now you're forcing me to try and get these groups together, which I enjoy doing.
Hey, watch YouTube tutorials. You can walk through that shit by yourself.
I know, but Then what am I doing? Like
You're
I'm just
cheating the game, yeah.
I'm cheesing a game. I'm not. I enjoyed doing the raids. They were fun.
Oh, they're
It's
great.
just like you better have 3 to 4 hours and a bunch of friends that know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, you're getting yelled at.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like you're going to a fucking business meeting. Or something. You got to prioritize. You got nice flow charts of whatever.
You got your headset on, bro. You know what to do when you get to this spot.
Dude, it is totally like that. So you've played them before. I swear to God, like if you're in there, you're like, all right, like you got some guy with like a pen and a paper. He's like, all right, let me get all your friggin' clan, whatever your screen names. Okay, Stella, you go here, do this. All right, if you see a guy come back there, you let us know. We got your back. And then it's like battle plan, which is fun, except for if you screw up, the game isn't fun anymore.
Yeah, I used to see a lot of people, videos of people doing that in World of Warcraft. So this is like first-person shooter World of Warcraft now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anybody who plays MMOs on PCs tells you, like, oh, Destiny is... I know lots of people who say, oh, it's not an MMO, but everybody who plays, like, MMO raids and stuff, they're like, yeah, this is basically that, but only a little smaller.
Yeah.
So, on that note, we'll go ahead and get into Versus before we wrap this sucker up.
Yeah, brah. Yeah, brah.
So, Versus today. Let me know what your favorite snack is while gaming.
Ooh.
Favorite that I can eat, or favorite that I make myself eat because I'm on a diet?
No. Fuck that, dude. Like the
All right.
favorite, like your favorite snack while gaming that you could actually eat.
I'll let Rhett go first because I got to think about this.
I don't know. Well, I saw someone that was, they said the best game time snack was spicy Cheetos covered in mayonnaise, and I almost threw up when I saw that. But
Well,
yeah,
see-
I have no idea. That sounds horrible. I guess
Well, after
mine,
you guys give your answers, I'll tell you why this is a good question.
Okay.
I'm going to go with baby carrots, and I'm going to go with baby carrots.
Baby carrots are good,
That's
bro.
good.
Yo,
answer.
I love baby carrots because I would love to be snacking on some chips and stuff, but then your fucking thumbsticks get all greasy and everything.
Boom, there
That
it is.
sucks.
There
And
it is.
that
You got to
sucks.
take into account the mess.
You get a little baby carrot with some of that ranch dipping sauce. Boom.
Ranch
good
is
stuff.
tough, though. Ranch could drip. It could screw you up.
Yeah, but that's mine. I like baby
That's
carrots.
good.
I always
That's a
have a
good one.
3-pound bag of baby carrots in the fridge, man.
That's a good one.
Them shits are good.
I gotta go with my only snack that I do when playing video games, and that's caffeine. Either a Monster Energy drink or a coffee.
Ooh, there's a lot of caffeine in Mountain Dew as well, man. So
Mountain Dew, but I try not to drink too much Mountain Dew because you can't just drink one can. I drink like 6, which is not good. So I
No,
stopped doing that. I'll
that
just
hurts
do
your
one
stomach.
energy drink.
yeah, and
Usually-
especially since they started selling Baja Blast, that's evil.
Yeah, I'll off energy drinks. I get hype. I get in there. I don't get burnt out of playing for another 2 hours. So that's what I'm gonna go with, and it doesn't mess with your hands.
All right. Well, you obviously lost because that's not really a snack.
I know, but
I
that's
don't mean
all
to
I.
be-
That's all I. That's all.
That's cool. Hey, you gave it a shot. I don't mean to be mean. I was just kidding.
So I won.
You won.
Fucking
Dude, baby
A,
carrots
dude.
are good.
See-
Baby carrots are good.
Here's the thing, though, and Rick nailed it when he said, like, you don't want your hands, like, okay, like popcorn would be a good thing because you can grab a handful, shove it in your mouth, and go.
You still
But
get
it's
greasy
fucking
hands.
greasy.
Yeah.
And then you're slipping all over the place. Your controls you're wearing the freaking numbers right off. It's perfect what Rick said. So I asked this question a long time ago to some of our Rated M guys. And when I first met them, they all thought I was crazy. Because I said, what is your favorite cookie to eat while gaming?
Ooh, cookies are good.
So I specifically went cookie because my favorite snack while gaming is Snickerdoodle cookies. Because they're not too buttery. They don't have and it's not chocolate chip where you can get chocolate on your hands or anything, no frosting or anything, but they're delicious. And the only thing that you might get on your hands is cinnamon sugar, but they would have to be completely loaded with cinnamon sugar.
Yeah, that's a hard question because I would have to go with Oreo for the same way because you're not going to get all greasy and chocolatey from Oreos. But if you're not dipping it in milk, what the fuck's the point
What's
of an
the
Oreo?
point?
Whoa! I like
Bro,
Oreos
I need milk
without
for
milk.
Oreos or
Yeah.
inside ice cream or ice cream cake from a birthday.
Yep.
All I
Sorry,
know is
Phil.
I have a 4-pack of Reese's
Yeah.
Cups. So right after this, I'm getting a big glass of milk and eating those bitches.
So, call Shiki out right now because he just told me that he's still skeptical of Call of Halo. So, Saul, our avid Call of Duty player, is Halo 5 Call of Duty? Can you?
It
put
is,
this to bed?
but it isn't. I mean, you're not going to have all the customization, so it's not Call of Duty for that reason
don't
right
think
there.
it's
There's
Call
no
of Duty
kill
at
streaks.
all.
It plays like Call of Duty. It plays
I don't
just
think
like Call
so.
of Duty. Just like Call of Duty.
Mm.
Just like Call of Duty. You put fish sticks on it, it's just a different skinned game. Now there's no kill streaks, the guns are completely different, but the actual gameplay, it's Call of Duty.
It feels very Halo to me. But then again, I haven't played.
I just played Halo the other day. It does not play like Halo, in my opinion.
But here's the other side of that argument. Like, when Call of Duty first came out multiplayer, they were like emulating Halo. So I mean, who's who?
Well, but they're really emulating Halo because first-person shooters have been out for a while.
Yeah, but there wasn't. I think Halo did the first multiplayer community.
I think Halo perfected arena shooters.
There you go.
I think Call of Duty perfected Twitch shooting.
Yes, I agree with those comments right there.
And I would have to say that, like Saul said, it doesn't play like Halo 1. Okay, it doesn't even play like Halo 3, but it feels like Halo is what I'm saying. So when I say that, like when I'm playing Halo 5, I get all these new abilities and shit. It does not feel like Call of Duty. Now, I haven't played Call of Duty in years, so it could be completely different now.
Right, that's why I said this is my opinion.
Right. That's why I asked you, because you play that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. So, I'd have to say that it feels like Halo. It plays probably like Halo 5. It's just a new Halo. Anyways, that's going to wrap our show up today, guys. Do you guys have anything else? Closing arguments
I'm
today?
Chocolate. Can you argue with chocolate?
No.
All right.
No arguing with chocolate, dude. They say that shit is like what gives you the same feeling as sex. I don't know. I never popped a boner from a fucking Snickers.
I don't know. I think that's just for chicks.
Yeah, I think it's for chicks before they get on their period.
Well, then that sucks.
Shitload of chocolate.
I mean, I like chocolate, and it makes me feel good, but I mean...
Yeah, never wanted to have sex with a Snickers bar in my life. But,
yeah,
never know.
Well, the peanuts will get you, dude. You know what I mean? I mean, you'd want to go like Three Musketeers or something like that.
Oh, so you're saying Three Musketeers would be a better chocolate bar to have sex with?
No, I'm saying don't have sex with chocolate bars, but I mean, if you're going to
have
do
sex
it
with Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
No, not
don't
that
have
either.
sex with Charleston Chew. You're gonna break.
I'm saying because you got a tough exterior and a soft middle. I'm just saying that's sort of
got that creamy nougat.
Don't put your penis in something with peanuts in it. You get jabbed up.
Yeah. Good call. I'll keep that in mind.
That's a life lesson for you kids. Don't stick your penis in something with peanuts.
Someone
Like
should
when
crochet
you
that.
die, that's what's gonna be on your tombstone, Phil.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You know what though? People be like, you know what? He was right.
Smart.
Shit's bad. That shit is bad.
Yeah, I don't have anything, man. I'm gonna watch some TV and hang out and keep drinking my water. Hopefully, not get any more sick than I am.
I am gonna go play some Dragon Age when my kid goes to sleep.
Nice.
Yay! All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.